why am I in this profession? You are planning on getting in the medical records field, the health information management field, the health information management tech field, the HIM associate. It's so many names to this profession. Just know, girl, I almost witnessed a fight in there. Another interview, work from home interview. This. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. If you're new here, hey girl, hey, make sure you click that like button, subscribe, comment, and share. And I hope you tend to stay. I hope you plan on staying, you hear me? But today is Tuesday. We starting the vlog off on a Tuesday. Well, hell, I start the vlog off on any day. It don't even matter. Whenever I start recording, that's gonna be the day, okay? But we are sitting out in our car on lunch. Child, I had to take my lunch like 15 minutes early, 20 minutes early, child, because girl, I was hungry. My stomach was just crying, and I forgot I had this as I was walking to the microwave. I was like, damn, I could have drank that, but this is not like it don't curb your appetite or anything. It's just like a, you know, when you don't eat vegetables on a regular, like I don't, I drink this. I just started back drinking this a couple of days ago because I totally forgot about it. You know how when you sit stuff in your pantry and you can't see it? Yeah. And then I could have, yeah, anyways. I walked to the cafeteria to warm my food around 11 o'clock, 11:10 or something like that, and the purchasing woman, she was like, is it lunch already? I was like, nope, but my stomach said it is. It's time for me to go to lunch. I don't know what time you go, but it's time for me to go to lunch. Cause baby, but anyways, yesterday and today has been kind of like a why am I in this profession? Why do I have to deal with not crazy people? Why do I have to deal with people that don't want to do their jobs? Basically, people that don't want to do their jobs, put it that way. Girl, I had a call yesterday, and She was making the patient basically do her job, put it that way. If you are planning on getting in the medical records field, the health information management field, the health information management tech field, the HIM associate, it's so many names to this profession. Just know, like with any job, you're going to deal with rude patients, rude customers, rude clinics, hospitals, people that know the protocol, but they don't. You're going to be dealing with that kind of mess. And like I said, it's in every job, but the position that I'm in and what I'm doing, that I've been doing for 15 plus years, it's going to get on your nerves. It's going to work your nerves. True enough, I don't know all the protocol. I don't know all the legal terms, and I don't. I'll admit I don't. But when you have clinics that call you asking for a patient's medical records, they know the protocols. They know that you have to have some sort of letterhead stating what you need from, what you need from us. Being that it's a continuation of care and as another doctor or whatever, they know when I say I need you to fax over a release or some sort of letterhead or something stating what you need, the patient's name, the patient's date of birth, like I said, what you're requesting, and all of that. So it was a clinic that called yesterday, and these clinics are all around the surrounding area, all of them, because I get requests from them all the time. But this is a different one. It's the same company, but a different location or whatever. So she called. She was like, I just want to confirm that y'all have this patient, or that y'all have this patient. And I looked the patient up. I was like, yes, we have this patient. Do you know the dates that she was here? I said she was here from such and such to such and such. And she was like, okay, we're gonna need her lab results and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, cool. Can you fax us over a release of information or some sort of letterhead stating that no. I was like, well, can you fax over an authorization form or whatever? And she was like, sure. She was talking like she knew what I was talking about. She knew the lingo. Because like I said, most clinics, it's hot. Most clinics would know to fax over some sort of form stating what they're needing in the patient's name or whatever. And she was like, okay, cool. What's your fax number? Like I said, sounded like she knew what she was talking about. Or what I was talking about. I gave her my fax number, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll just wait on. Well, I didn't say cool. I was like, I'll wait till I get the request, and then I'll send you the records. She was like, okay, thank you. Hung up. 2 minutes later, someone called, and it's the daughter of the patient that the clinic was requesting records for. And she says, and you tell she was irritated and frustrated, but she didn't take it out on me, but you can tell that she was thinking the same thing I was thinking. She was like, hey, this is such and such. My mom was such and such, and the clinic called me stating that I need to sign a release of information, a release or some sort of form to get her lab results. And she's like, I don't understand. I was like, ma'am, is the clinic called this? And she said yes. And I was like, they just called me requesting records for your mom. And she was like, yeah, but they told me I need to fill out some form. I was like, ma'am, let me call them. Don't even stress yourself out, because you could tell she was getting stressed. I was like, don't stress yourself out. This is something that the clinic can do on their own. They don't need your mom's signature or your signature to get these records, being that it's continuation of care, and she's in the facility, and she's going to have an appointment. And I said, don't worry about it. And she kept going on about what they were saying. I was like, don't worry about it. I will call them to let them know what they need to send, because we don't need to. And she was like, okay, thank you. She was like, my mom has an appointment. I was like, yep, your mom. They told me that your mom has an appointment on the 13th. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, don't worry about it. I will call them. So we hung up, and I called the clinic back, and I hate calling clinics, hospitals, any kind of place that don't have a direct number. Well, they have a direct number, but they have 50,000 doctors, you know, they tell you all these prompts. For Dr. such and such, press this. For medical records, press this. For billing, press this. For doctor, I mean, they had like 10 doctors. And I'm like, I don't know the damn doctor. So I had to look through the chart to see the doctor. But then they had a prompt for medical assistant. And I was like, okay, well, maybe that was the medical assistant that called me. So I was like, I push this number and I get somebody else. I get this person. I was like, ma'am, I actually left a voicemail. And then I called back hours later because I want to get these records to the clinic. So I called back and I pushed the medical assistant. Child, it's about to rain. Do I have my umbrella? Okay, I got umbrella. Okay, but then I pressed the medical assistant number. And this certain person answered the phone, and it sounded like the same person I spoke with. I was like, ma'am, I don't know if I spoke with you, but we're talking about patient such and such, and you're one of her lab results. And she was like, who's the doctor? I was like, I just read off a doctor. I was like, I think it's this doctor. And then she just said, what's the patient's name, her date of birth? And she was like, oh, this is the doctor's medical assistant, such and such. Let me transfer you to her. I was like, okay. She didn't answer the phone. So I left a message. And she hadn't called me back since yesterday. So I don't know. I'm like, point blank, it's like, why you got the patients doing your work? This would have been a simple fix if you had just sent out the letterhead stating what you're needing. You know, the letterhead with their clinic on there, patient's name, patient's date of birth, patient will be in such and such for appointment, need these records. That's the normal request that we get from clinics. They should know that. I know she knew. For her to ask for the fax number, for her to say, okay, ma'am. So that pissed me off. You got the patient's daughter all frustrated and irritated. And so I'm going to end up, what time is it? 11:43 right now. I'm going to call them back as soon as I get in to see, can we hurry this process up? Because I already know they're going to blame it on us. These records aren't here and the patients. Another one, y'all, is they're going to call. Just be prepared if you're going into this field. They're going to call stating that they didn't get no records. And like I said, in previous vlogs, I think I was telling y'all they didn't get the records. They sent a request and I just faxed them the records, knowing that I've already sent the records anyways. But she called, said, we didn't get the records. I sent the request. I was like, what's the patient's name? And as she was reading the patient's name off, she didn't know how to say the last name, but as she was spelling the patient's name, I was looking at my log. I was like, and I called out the patient's name before she even got through spelling it. I was like, yes, I sent you these records yesterday at such and such time. On my end, it said it went through, because you know you get the little fax receipt. And she was like, well, let me go into their chart, maybe, because I haven't sorted through all the faxes. Well, it would seem like you will sort through all the faxes before you call me to make you resend all these records. It's like, just do your job. Do your job. Because I know I send them, because like I said, I record everything. I got my little log. I record the time I sent it and the receipt of the time that it's been faxed to the certain clinic. Girl. So, a couple of little things before you get into this field. Even though it is a simple job, I'll admit it's a simple job, but it's just sometimes you deal with people, you deal with a lot of charts, you deal with a lot of people, a lot of clinics, a lot of hospitals and all that stuff, but it's a simple job. And that's why I've been, I guess I need to challenge myself some more. So, I don't know, but I just been in it for all these years and I don't know nothing else but medical records or, you know, working in a hospital setting. So it's like, girl. But like I said, once you get into this field, you'll know that you'll have a lot of records to process, which is fine, because the more records, the better. I can keep myself busy. You're going to deal with a lot of calls, a lot of faxes, and sometimes they're going to get on your nerves, but like I said, it's an easy job. You know, if you want to do it, do it. Hey y'all, good morning. Happy, I couldn't remember if today was Wednesday or Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Yes. It's Wednesday, and I was just writing down a list of stuff that I have to do because I have a lot to do. I have charts from yesterday, and the only reason why I didn't finish those was because I had a lot of releases to fax, a lot of phone calls, so I didn't finish those. I got to go upstairs to get the rest of the charts from last night. I gotta do this auditing that I was supposed to do yesterday. I didn't do it because I couldn't get to it. I gotta finish scanning in my MOT's memorandum of transfer that the nurses finally signed, or nurse supervisor finally signed. So I need to get those in the system. I just got a lot to do, y'all. Which is fine because I like to stay busy. I need to find me a show to watch. I need to tell y'all about this show that I was watching on Netflix. I started it on Sunday, but I only did one episode on Sunday. But Monday, while I was at work, I watched the whole doggone series. I think it was only like, was it like 7 or 8 episodes? I don't remember. The show was called Eric, and I will tell y'all more about it later. At first I thought it was gonna be stupid, but it was actually pretty good. It was very suspenseful. Normally I can, you know, pick out the suspect just like that, but this one, it had me on my toes. Like, I don't want to tell y'all about it right now because I don't know if somebody's about to come in or not, and I don't want to get, you know, I want to get caught talking to the camera. So, but let me go upstairs right quick, get these charts, fill up my water bottle. Y'all know my routine. And I just seen some faxes on the fax machine, so I got to get those too. I'm sure they're request. Sometimes when I get fax, well, sometimes when I see fax on the machine, they're not for me, they're for the doctor. I don't know why they send them here, because the doctor has an office in this building, and they always send faxes here. Now, I don't know if that's a thing or that's how it's supposed to be, because I'm sure they got faxes in their office. But once I get those faxes, we have a mailing room right there, printer, copier, mail room, and all that, supply cabinet that's in that little room right there. And I just put it in his mailbox, child, because what y'all want me to do about it? But anyways, y'all, let me get started. Ooh, I need some lotion. Yes. I sent that earlier this morning around 8:50ish, and I got the receipt from the fax saying y'all received it. I sent the discharge summary, the history and physical, the consults, the labs, and the radiology. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Oh, so you see it? Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. That was that clinic I was telling y'all about yesterday. Where they had the patient's daughter trying to call back saying that, I told y'all yesterday. Yeah, they sent a request. It must have been, what time did they send it? Yeah, they sent this yesterday after I left at 4:50. And I sent it to them this morning when I got in or whatever. And they said they couldn't find it, but then I had to look through the electronic faxes. And of course, that's where it was. I told you they don't look. They just call. But anyways, right now it is 1:25. I am getting these charts out the way. I've been a busy little bee. But anyways, y'all, let me tell y'all about this series that I was telling y'all about earlier called Eric. It's about this puppeteer. Okay. basically this series is about police corruption, a lot of secrets, a lot of kind of trafficking, a missing boy, yeah. So it's this family, mom, dad, and an 11-year-old son named Edgar. And the mom, I forgot what work she does, but the dad is like a puppeteer. He wants to be on top. He wants to pitch all his ideas to the cast so he can be on TV and blah 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 this and blah blah that. And he's always pushing into his son how to pitch shows, or how to pitch this and how to pitch that. And he's constantly on his son. Like I said, the son is 11 years old. But the parents always fight. They always fight every day. The son has to listen to it every day. And one day they were arguing one night they were arguing and led into that morning. And they were arguing all that morning. But normally, the dad walks Edgar to school. But this day, Edgar got so fed up, he just left on his own, and with his dad chasing after him. So, this is the same day that he went missing. Like I said, this movie kind of had me on my toes, because normally I can pick out the suspect, just like that. But, yeah, it had me all over the place. I was like, wait a minute. At first, I'm not going to tell y'all the whole movie or the whole episode or I ain't going to tell y'all the whole thing. But at first, you think it's one person. And then, second, you think it's another person. And then you still thinking it's this certain person, but it's not. And it's kind of crazy because, like I said, the dad always instilled in his child how to do this and how to do that, how to pitch shows, how to be creative, how to do this drawing or whatever. Before the child went missing, he was drawing this puppet, and the puppet name is Eric. He drew the puppet, and he kind of wanted to pitch it to his dad, but his dad was being so sarcastic, and I think he's been drinking because I think he has a drinking problem. Well, I know he has a drinking problem, so he drinks. And his dad was just being so sarcastic and just literally didn't want to hear it. But the child ended up at dinner kind of mentioning what Eric was about, which is a puppeteer with a puppet. So just keep that in mind. And when I tell you there's a lot of police corruption, I think they kind of said it was back in the 80s or 90s. Y'all know how there's a lot of secrets in the police in the police department. Secrets, if you're black and gay, they don't want to fool with you. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to know. Or, there is secrets like trafficking, police paying for, other men to basically paying like a prostitute or whatever. So there's a lot of that going on in the police department. And the detective that's over the case of the missing boy, he's black, and his boss is always trying to hook him up with somebody so he can relax, relate, release, because he's so focused on all of his cases and just uptight and all this stuff. But little did he know that the black detective goes home to a white man. Yeah, he goes home to a white man that's sick. And then in I don't know which episode it is, you'll figure out what's going on between them and how the man got sick and all of that. And then, like I said, it's a police corruption, so y'all know they don't want none of this stuff to get out. Put it that way. They don't want none of this stuff to get out. So everything is like hush hush everywhere. Don't nobody know, none of the police, the detective don't know nothing about what the other officers are doing. So there was also a missing black boy that was missing last year, and he's over that case too. But since this white boy Edgar has been missing, everybody's focus is on him because he's white, of course. But the mom will come down there every day trying to get an update on her child, because they don't literally threw him to the side to find this little white boy. But the black detective is over there too. So come to find out, like I said, it's police corruption. Just remember. And the black detective is going to figure out what is going on with the missing black boy. And he's also going to figure out what's going on with the missing white boy. It was really, really good. The dad, the puppeteer, his best friend is his co-worker or his whoever he is, the higher up in the puppeteer world or whatever, puppet world or whatever, and is his best friend. And come to find out, he been diddling and daddling in the trafficking too. Girl, it had me on. I was like, this is really good. It kind of have a deeper meaning as to why the little boy left. So I think you should check it out. Let me know what y'all think. I can't explain it how because if I explain too much, y'all gonna know, you know. So this is how I'm explaining. It was pretty good, y'all. So check it out. I think she about to come in here and empty the trash. Oh, she pulled right on past our door, child. But anyways, y'all, yeah, I was just getting back on to tell y'all about what I was watching. I'm about to get finished. It is 1:32. I am right now on, I got 2 more charts left. And then these are like miscellaneous paperwork. Like if a patient goes home and the nurses still have like paperwork or whatever, they'll just put it in my stack of discharges that I pick up. So it's like it's different patients. So I'm gonna have to go through each one of them to make sure they're in the system or to scan them in. So I'll do that. I'm gonna put those to the side. I'm just gonna do the charts first, the actual charts, discharge charts, and then I have to do auditing. So those are only 2 things that I have on my list left. Yeah. Y'all, we are at the thrift store, and this thrift store is very organized. It has a lot of, y'all see this wall of purses. I was just basically coming here to see what they have. They have curtains on this aisle. Everything is organized. They have mostly clothes, it looks like. Y'all, I'm sitting over here looking at Hobby Lobby. I just got off working, y'all. So, I just got out the thrift store. And I was mainly going in there to look for like home decor or something dealing with the home, and they mostly have clothes, which is very organized. They have clothes organized by color, and it just looked very nice. But it was a little, it didn't stink, but it just smelled like, you know how storage room, like very basement-y, and it was very strong. Very strong. So I was like, ooh. And then I seen curtains. I was like, ooh, these sheer curtains are kind of cute. But then I'm like, will my house smell like this? So I was like, you know what, I can go get me some sheer curtains from Big Lots or somewhere. So yeah, I mean, it's very organized. I'll admit it's very organized. But Goodwill, y'all know the Goodwill that I go to is so clean, and it smells so fresh. It smells like Fabuloso. But this one smells just like storage. But anyways, I was looking at Hobby Lobby because y'all know what I've seen on TikTok is Bed Bath & Beyond. You know, they bankrupt and they done close all their stores. But you can still order online from there. But I heard that Hobby Lobby bought all their stuff. I've seen it on TikTok. And I wonder, do they sell it at a cheaper price? Y'all know Bed Bath & Beyond was kind of expensive. It depends if it was on sale or not. But I'm thinking about, do I want to go in there? Or do I want to just go home? Because it looks like there's some people in there. I like a lot of people. Girl, I think I'm going to go home, child. Girl. I almost witnessed a fight in there. You hear me? I just left the Circle K because I was getting me some snacks and minding my business like I always do. And, child, let me tell you. There go one of them. Where's the other one? Oh, she already pulled off. But girl, I was getting my snacks and I was headed to the register, but I see this girl. She was in line, but she was standing so far back that I was confused. I was like, why is she standing so far? I mean, I get the 6 feet, but she was like 50 feet. But I looked at her hand. She had stuff in her hand. I'm like, okay, well, I guess she's in line. So I stood behind her. My thought, I was like, why are you standing so damn far back? But anyway, somebody else comes in, not realizing that the girl was in line. Not realizing the girl was in line. But of course, I didn't think nothing about it. Good child. Like I said, I'd be minding my own damn business. So when a woman got in line, the girl in front of me that was standing so far back, she touched her. She was like, excuse me, the line is back here. But anyways, y'all, I just pulled up to the workplace. Anyways, I'm trying to say this quick because I ain't got but like 5 minutes. But so the girl walked behind me and she was like, well, I didn't know. And then the girl that was already at the register, who walked up to the register, she was like, well, I was just telling you. And I don't know if the girl was mumbling. I couldn't hear nothing for some reason, but for some reason the girl in the front of me heard what she was mumbling. And the girl was like, well, I was just telling you. I was just letting you know, or something like that. And then the girl behind me was saying, well, you didn't have to be rude about it. And then the other girl was like, I wasn't fucking rude. She was just cussing. Next thing you know, I heard them say bitches and this and that and this and that. So when the girl at the register walked off to go out the door, she said, you stupid motherfucker, or something. She said something. And the girl in the back of me, she was like, she said, beep, beep this and beep, beep that, you come up to me or something like, but she was like, you come up to me and do this, you come up to me and do that, or something. She said, girl, just going off on the girl. And the girl had done walked on out the door. I don't know what it was. I couldn't hear nothing the girl behind me was saying, but apparently the girl in front of me had dog ears. She heard everything. And I'll admit, the girl that was standing 50 feet back, she was a little bit too far. Didn't nobody even know she was in line. Like, she was back there with the snacks. Like, ma'am, why you can't step further? Because like I said, I didn't even know she was in line because until I seen snacks in her hand and she just standing like this. So anybody else would have thought walking in that there was no line. Because I wouldn't have seen her. But girl, I thought they were about to get the fight. You hear me? I was like, oh my God. And me and the cashier was just looking at each other. I literally slid back so they can, talk to one another. Because they weren't talking to me. And all I was doing this, I was doing that, I was doing this. I said, oh, okay, let me get my happy ass out this stove. It seemed like people wake up on the wrong side of the bed. The one that was in front of me, I don't know. I mean, I get that she thought she was breaking in front of her, but you got to understand, you 80 feet back. Didn't nobody even know you was in line, so it would have been different if she was standing at the register, close to the damn register, and the woman, broke in front of her. But she didn't know because she stood, like I said, yeah. Child, when I tell you, these people, I was like, let me get the hell on from over here. But anyways, let me go because, it's 8 o'clock. Anyways, y'all, I was trying to get this closet, well, not the closet, but the purse section situated because I don't have enough room. But anyways, I just made it home from work. I'm about to finish folding clothes and putting up clothes. Who else does that? They let their clothes sit in the dryer for so long until they wash them. Until they fold them. Girl, I wash clothes Sunday morning. And y'all know I let my good shirts and all that stuff air dry. My shirts and pants and all that stuff air dry. So they've been on a doggone rack since Saturday. I washed towels Sunday. They've been in the dryer since Sunday. I just be looking at them. So that's what I'm about to do now. Oh y'all, I had an interview. I had another interview, work from home interview. This hospital is based out of California, but they have like a lot of hospitals around the surrounding area. Well, I think they said California and somewhere else. But I had this interview at 3 o'clock and it went pretty good. It was a manager, and I think it was a manager and a team lead, and they looked to be around my age or younger. We had a great, rapport. We had a great, everybody was laughing, giggling, and the questions they were asking, of course I answered, and everything went good. The job is an analyst, a HIM analyst, basically making sure everything is in a chart, everything is signed, basically what I've been doing. And they work with the same system that I work with. The hours are from, my time will be 11 to 7:30, Tuesday through Saturday. Yeah, Tuesday through Saturday. And of course the training will be Monday through Friday, 11:30 my time. No, 11 o'clock my time, 7:30, whatever. Which is cool. If I were to get the job, I can do my little errands in the morning, or I can at least walk in the mornings when it's cool, look cool, and then take a shower, get ready for it. I'm not gonna get my hopes up high like I did last time, because last time I thought I had it too. We jived real good. So in this time we got along really good, and everything. So I don't know. I just don't want to get my hopes up too high. I'm praying. I'm still thinking positive, and I got the job. I'm still thinking positive and all that stuff. So I don't know, y'all. We'll see. They provide the monitors, of course, the computers and the headsets and the what else she said? I forgot what else. And then you get like a monthly stipend because you know you probably be using the phone or whatever, but it's not that much. But all in all, the interview went really well. I'm gonna keep on trying, y'all. Trying for this work from home position. Every position that I apply for is what what I'm doing now, and it's like, is it not meant for me to have these work from home positions or what? But we're gonna keep it positive, y'all. We are gonna keep it positive. You hear me? Yeah. That's all I got to say. Stay prayed up, but if I don't get it, I ain't gonna feel sad about it. But we're praying that we do get it. I won't hear from them until, she said, probably next week or the week after, because they still have to do interviews. So we shall see. Fingers crossed. But anyways, I'm about to start folding clothes. I need to do some editing because I haven't done no editing none this week. I don't know how this vlog gonna look, but I haven't done nothing. So I need to carve out some time today and do some editing. I normally would put out a video on Friday, but it's probably gonna be Sundays. I don't know. But anyways, y'all.